From ops to dev and back again. I'm Gil. That's my Twitter handle. And the QR code is also for tweeting at me. So disagree with everything that I say on Twitter. That's what Twitter is for. From ops to dev and back again is to play on words for The Hobbit. If any of you have read that. I was too lazy. I just saw the movie, which sucked. That's who I am. I work for Crosswise at Oracle Data Cloud. We can talk about that later. I worked for a whole bunch of other companies in the past and other places. What? I'm sorry. Yeah, it's from the past, so it's legacy. Exactly. And a while ago, I saw this on Hacker News. So software developers should have sysadmin experience, which is like the biggest flame war of our time. Of course, it's like the totally loaded subject. And I thought, like, I kind of, quick question. How many of you are dev guys who do ops? How many of you are ops guys who develop tools? Interesting partition. So there is a distinction. So I'd like to focus on this transition that I made. These are the past 3 places I worked at. I was an ops engineer at Get. And my main achievement was an automatic deployment system, which shortened deployment times and made everything much simpler and yada, yada, yada. You heard enough about those type of things. And its main features were application lifecycle management, orchestration, and monitoring, which are all features of a product called Cloudify. So when I got the opportunity to join the team at Cloudify and work on a product that already did some of the stuff that I already did, I was like, ooh, can do. So, but then no Rick and Morty fans, really? Okay. Anyway, so but then when I joined, I realized that what I was building was a script. What I built before was a script, and it kind of like hacked together a whole bunch of stuff. But what Cloudify was, it was a product, which is a completely different mindset. And when you develop stuff with this kind of for your ops team, it's usually kind of Stack Overflow alongside duct tape. But when you make a product, it has all these Jira items and project managers and all kind of stuff like that. Also, when you work on these type of things on part of your ops team, kind of MacGyvering things together on your own. But when you work as a product team, you have a team and all these bunch of people that you have to work together, and you kind of have to learn how to do that. And you kind of end up feeling like a junior again in many ways. But what I did bring to Cloudify when I went there was this kind of realization that I passed over to the other side. And I made tools for people that were like me. So I think that was like a great learning experience, and I hope that I contributed to some extent to what happened there. Also, I came in much more independent. Many devs don't know how to do certain things, like Yoran said earlier. So I did have some of those experiences. So that was a good thing that an ops person coming to dev brings alongside them. Now I'd like to focus on the next step that I made. After I left Cloudify, I joined the team at Crosswise. I'm back to being that Swiss Army knife of computing stuff again. And now we can hack stuff together again. It's cool. You can kludge again because it's only for us. And and the coolest thing is that because I was a dev, now I know Kung Fu, or rather Python. So, which means that which is not just it's not just Python. It's a whole bunch of other development-centric tools. And I can dive in to code much better and knowing what it does. And also, I speak dev, so I communicate way better with other people. So, to answer this question of should software developers have sysadmin experience, that's a definite yes to my opinion. But sysadmins should also get developer experience. And I'll go one step further. Has anybody here seen Slumdog Millionaire? So here's the thing. For those of you who haven't, it's basically about a guy and his life experience and how they contribute to a certain point in his life where it gets him exactly what he wants. I won't try to spoil too much of the movie. And the thing is that every role you take along the way gives you something. Because I did support, I know how to talk to clients. Because I worked in IT, I know what hardware looks like, which is apparently rare these days. And I think that you should try to be as diverse in terms of the roles that you do as much as you can, as long as it doesn't hurt your career too much. And that's about it. Keep in touch. That's me. Tweet at me. Again, that's what the QR code is for. And that's about it. Thank you.